live episode of Goodnight, Berkley Creek.
I know.
So Colin is joining us. I'm going to let you, are you going to take her leash?
Yeah, I am.
Awesome. So thanks for joining us here on a Sunday night.
I know. You're a sweetheart.
Oh, a sweet girl. So joining Colin and I tonight, our first guest tonight, yes, is Miss Sadie. Hi, baby.
Her name is Sadie.
Sadie. So
and this is going to be a little bit of a more unique episode because we don't know that much about Sadie. She's actually a rescue. So we work with. Oh, don't choke yourself,
sweetie. She doesn't like the leash.
She's never been used to a leash.
Yes.
But Sadie is from Cross Your Paws, an organization here based out of Greensburg. They're a 501c3 nonprofit. And yeah, so Sadie has been staying with us since she was rescued, and it takes a while for, legal paperwork and stuff like that to work its way through and for everything to be legitimate for her to basically be adopted. Mm-hmm. So she's been staying with us, and we're just going to talk a little bit about what we've gotten to know from Sadie. That's, I mean, to the best of our ability. Because whenever we get them, we don't know if they're suited for group play. We don't know really their human interaction. Now, I can tell you there'll be some things that I can tell you with some fairly high level of certainty that I know about Sadie. And we'll go through that. That's really it. So you go first.
Yeah, so we've actually...
You gotta get used to your leash.
We've had a few rescues from this organization that have come and stayed with us, whether it's just going to be like a long-term situation or if they... long-term situation or short-term situation. But we've had every dog that we've had come stay with us has been fantastic, and we actually had...
They all have completely different needs and backgrounds.
That we've really had like some...
But they've all been adopted.
Yeah, they've had great dogs. And I was going to say, we actually had a dog that we featured when we used to do this on Facebook Lives who ended up getting adopted.
From our Facebook Live.
From our Facebook Live.
Yeah, somebody saw it, so that's why we want to do this.
But so Sadie, and then our second dog tonight
is Thatcher.
Has been with us for a few weeks now.
The exact same amount as Sadie.
Yeah, and so they, when Sadie came in, she was pretty shy, but she is very sweet with me. Like at nighttime, we usually do some belly rubs. So she's willing to kind of like lets you rub her belly. She loves to just kind of be independent in the yard, goes snip.
She's not doing group play.
No, she's not doing group play. But
we've tried to introduce her, and if a dog does, I don't know what style of play she's going to prefer, but I know it has to be on her own terms, from what I can gather so far. And whenever we are helping out and dogs are staying here, our job is to, let them gain weight, let them get exercise, let them get that affection with all the various people who work here and stuff like that. But, in terms of taking, any risks or anything like that and doing a playtime and doing an assessment with her, that's not really something that is in my wheelhouse in terms of rescues. It's in my wheelhouse in terms of dogs who have various, experience levels with boarding and daycare or none at all, or puppies, but it's just not something that we can safely do. But we did, because she did come here with Thatcher. She did stay with Thatcher for a few days before coming here. We did do a playtime with them, and he wants to play.
He's very playful.
And he's very aggressive about it, like not like mean, but he is so excited. And that is not her style. That's not her terms.
She's much more
and
chill.
She did not like it. So bottom line, though, is she is incredibly sweet with people because you have to build that trust.
Aww.
I know, and you're just a sweetheart. But you can see, like, her ears go back. And I can tell you this right now. Like, when I go to lean over and tell her good things and talk to her and give her affection.
Come here, come back this way.
The way her ears go back and stuff, I mean, she does this lean over where she very much cowers, and I think she's afraid to do something wrong. So we've been really spending the bulk of our time just all very wonderful, positive things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. You're a good girl. And your smile's really coming out.
Yeah.
And you love to give kisses. You love to give kisses.
Nice. You're a good girl.
But yeah, and then she just likes to turn her back and look back at you when you're rubbing her. And honestly, like I have no doubt whatsoever.
Yeah.
She's going to make the most wonderful companion for someone at home. But you know what that situation looks like once again, this is not our wheelhouse. We just want to showcase these dogs from this wonderful, wonderful program that does so much good here in southwestern Pennsylvania. So, and Sadie will be no exception.
Yeah.
But you are just wonderful.
She loves to just like go out. We have obviously a fenced in yard. She loves to
Very
just
large.
wander and sniff. Sometimes you have to really coax her to come back inside because she's like, I'm busy sniffing. But
and you know what's really interesting, and this is just these little things that you notice, but the first night she stayed here and when she was dropped off that evening, it was very evident that
you're gonna eat my microphone.
I don't think she knew what stones were.
No, she wasn't.
She was very, like, as soon as you go outside of all of our doors, those are heavy traffic areas. And there's little stones right there because obviously it'll just turn to mud and you can't have that. Well, she like was so like gingerly, hey, sweetie, stop pulling, you'll be all right. But she was like tiptoeing around and it was just so uncertain about the stones. And now like it doesn't bother her at all at this point. But that first couple times out, she was just like, it was like the floor is lava.
Yeah.
So, but she has come such a long way there.
I know.
And the first time, and she was very shy when we first met her.
Here, wait, hold on.
But she wasn't like resistant or uncertain or showing even like the slightest mean bone in her body. I don't think that exists in her, to be honest. But the playtimes definitely make her nervous. But now she sees us coming or anyone coming and she gets so excited and she knows she's going outside. She knows she's going to go play. And she just, she's very loving.
She listens really well.
Her recall's not good.
Yeah, her like
I don't think she knows her name.
When we need her to come back inside, she sometimes takes some time. But otherwise, she follows us to the door. She goes in her kennel very nicely. She's just been very, very good.
Do you know sit?
If you had,
I keep trying to sit with her. It's not.
If we had a bed, she would literally roll and like when her belly scratch. So she's been doing awesome.
Yeah, but yeah.
Do you want to get a close up of her face?
Yeah.
I'll hold her leash.
Yeah, that's fine. Let me go grab the camera.
Come hey, come here. Sadie,
stay there.
come.
She follows me around everywhere I go.
Oh, look at your ears perked.
So, yeah, her picture is actually going to be our thumbnail.
Oh, perfect.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go, you sweetheart.
Good job. Oh, I'm sorry. She keeps pulling on our leash. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I don't think she's ever had a leash.
Yeah.
But either way.
Oh,
so,
I'm sorry. Is that like setting the camera off balance?
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's all right. So we are good. And now.
Do you want to switch them out?
Yeah, I'll switch them out.
Oh, that tail.
Yeah, it's a heavy tail. All right.
Oh my
I know.
Here.
No, that's not a treat.
Here.
That's a microphone. You want to say goodnight? You want to say goodnight? You're going to bite that. Thank you. Oh, thank you. She gave you guys kissies at home.
Kiss goodnight.
All right.
I'm going to hold on to that.
We will bring Thatcher back. And Thatcher is
he is excited. He's an excited boy. So we are kind of slowly trying to figure out the best nights to do our good night lives, balancing our busy schedule of everything. We decided we're going to try a weekend night and see if that works better for everybody. But yeah, you'll have to comment or leave a comment in either the Facebook group, the Facebook message, or on our YouTube comment. Let us know. Good, are you more likely to watch these Good Night Lives on a weekday or on a weekend? You'll have to let us know. Oh, here he comes. Here he comes. Oh my goodness. Okay. Shh.
All right.
Hi, buddy.
Thatcher.
I got it.
You want to say hello? You want to say hello?
Wait, we got it.
Hey, buddy. You want to say hello? Oh, yes. Hello.
All right.
I know. Let me put this on. So this is Thatcher.
He's very excited.
So when Thatcher showed up here,
he was very shy.
Very shy.
Yes.
And he was very willing to let you know he was uncertain. And it just downright broke your heart.
It did. I mean, he really, he was very comfortable in his space and his kennel, but he really had to kind of get him to trust us. He was never aggressive, but just very shy, very nervous.
Yeah.
And kind of unsure, because as we know the background.
And I don't want to go into too much detail on that because it's very graphic.
A tough situation.
Horrifying.
And so
unrecognizable.
Yeah.
But with the dog I saw in the photos that Alex sent me, who's from Cross Your Paws.
Hi, buddy.
You would never know that this was the same dog.
I know.
But here, the thing was, we knew how uncertain he was. So the first night he was here,
What are you
I went into his kennel, and I just very slowly just sat down on the corner of his bed. And it started with like, I'm gonna like barely pet you. And I slowly worked my way into it and just started like rubbing. So when you do this, I found out very quickly,
what does that feel good?
He loves this spot rubbed. I mean, absolutely loved it. And it probably about 30 minutes got him to the point where he would actually let you pet him on the head and go from there. But I mean, I'm not sure if neglect is an understatement.
Yeah.
I don't know if he ever had good human contact.
Right.
And if he did, was it positive? We have no idea.
Yeah.
But now,
let me tell you what,
bud,
it was just so crazy to see like the transformation in like how nervous.
10 days.
I was actually going to say, I think it was less than 5.
Yeah.
I think 10 days is actually a huge overestimation.
Yeah.
Because I remember thinking like, oh my gosh, this dog has made like such a crazy turnaround in such a short time.
And whenever dogs would run past his kennel in the early days, he was like
unsure.
Like really unsure. Like, but bottom line is that you build that trust. He knows that's his space. No one else goes in there. Look at you sitting like a good boy for 1 second. For 1 second.
Good boy, Thatch.
But his play style is very handsy.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? That couldn't have been better timing. But that can be very off-putting to a lot of dogs, especially if it's a little too rough. But Thatcher just doesn't know he's being rough. That's just his play style. He just wants to play. And it's going to take some breaking in, and it's going to take a very patient, very laid-back dog to get that socialization in. And but to say that anything that you put in front of these two dogs tonight is not possible, that would be a lie. These dogs are capable of doing anything you ask them to do. I mean, I know this sounds like so silly, but if you have patience and you put in the time, I mean, they're just the most loving dogs on the planet.
Well,
and oh my goodness, buddy, oh my goodness.
Well, that's really honestly any dog owner. You just need to have the patience and the time.
Yeah.
But really, you know, he's been just doing so great, as has Sadie. You know, he's an excited guy and loves to play, loves to run.
Yeah.
And
like a million miles
an
hour.
I mean, they have the happy tail wags. They both have a smile on their face. They're just doing awesome. So if you're interested, I think what we did last time.
I don't know the turnaround
I don't know if they are officially on the Cross Your Paws website yet at this point.
We don't know.
Yeah, once they
I tried looking and I couldn't find it.
Yeah, once they are, we could, you know, definitely post that on our page, on our Facebook page.
Yeah.
But if you would have an interest, you could always reach out and inquire and tell them that you saw Thatcher and Sadie on our YouTube Live.
And if you Google Cross Your Paws, like Cross Your Paws, like that's a great pose. Cross Your Paws. It's in Greensburg. That's what it's based out of. So if you see that website, that's where they'll eventually be, and we'll go from there. But the paperwork sometimes takes weeks and weeks and weeks.
Sometimes there's cases that they have to finalize before they can officially rehome a dog, and so.
And in the meantime, he gets to live here with us.
He gets to live here and run and eat and sleep and have a very nice place to be.
Right. Yeah, because you know sometimes they don't have the space anywhere else.
Yeah.
And
or they're short on fosters.
Yeah. And that's the other thing. Like, let's say you're interested in becoming a foster, reach out to them. I mean, you know, buddy, I know you're such a good guy.
I know. But you're excited.
But if you slowly slow down your voice and you change that pace, you see how he will calm down. But the moment that you want to get really excited, then he will match that voice entirely, and he will start jumping like a jumping bean. But you are so good. But if you even raise your tone a little bit, he's just like, bing, 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 bing.
Do you want to get a close-up of him as well?
Yeah, absolutely.
Here,
you're so handsome.
Come here. I'm going to hold you.
Sadie's pretty and you're handsome.
Here, sit down. Shh. Oh, hold on. Look, sit. Sit. He's coming back. He's going to look at your handsome face. It's okay.
See, now
he does get a little nervous.
He gets nervous with new things.
It's okay. Oh, show them your handsome face.
Buddy, you good guy.
Okay. Oh, good
my,
boy.
look at you.
Good
Look
boy.
at you.
Or maybe you're just posing for the camera.
He definitely posed right there.
Yeah.
So,
Look
yeah.
at his ears.
So, all right.
Guy. So, all right, awesome. Well, thank you for joining us tonight.
Yeah.
I know, good boy.
Big guy.
Good job,
Big
Thatch.
guy.
So, well, thank you for joining us tonight. Thatcher, do you want to say goodnight in the microphone?
Oh, he just did. Oh, good guy. Good guy.
I'm going to hand him off to you. He's like climbing into your lap. Oh, my God.
But if you start giggling, if you start laughing, he will match the excitement. So whenever, like, tone of voice.
Good boy.
And staying calm.
Good boy.
And then you just have to kind of be quiet.
Yeah.
And he will figure it out eventually.
Yes. So, all right. Well, on that note,
good night.
we want to say thank you for joining us tonight. And we're going to say good night to Sadie, good night, Thatcher, and good night, Berkley.
Good night to all the other wonderful dogs staying here with us tonight.
Yes. So,
yep.
All right.
See you next time.
We'll see you next time. Bye. Hey, Thatch.